So hello everyone, I am going to show you, this one's a work in progress, so I'm going to show you just a little bit of a different kind of weave. And see, I even polished my fingernails. Ah! Sorry, a little silly. So this one is in progress. It's a commissioned piece, and it is Labradorite, and it is wrapped in silver plated colored gold with little onyx beads around the edges here. So what I was working on earlier was to do this wrap. And so I got my long wrapping wire here, which is a 28 gauge on a 20 gauge base wire. So what I was doing before, I'm going to do one wrap around, and then I was doing 3 at the bottom base wire. So one thing I always do is I use a certain sequence, which is the numbers of the golden ratio. It's the Fibonacci numbers. So anytime I do a wrap, I do it always in the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 5. So you can kind of see there. It'll focus for you. So right here I'm doing the number 3 and number 1. Same thing over here. And here it's just a 1 wrap around each 3 wires. And same along here. So I'm just going to show you a little bit how I work the wires. So 1 around, 3 down. Make sure they're in nice and tight. So I'm going to do this for a little bit so that I can get this particular weave long enough to put into place. It may look a little fumbly right now because I'm trying to work around the camera. And this swapping wire is a little bit long. I just wanted to make sure I had enough to actually do this long piece. And so the trick to keep everything consistent is to just remember your wrapping sequence and make sure everything looks uniformed. That's why I use the numbers of the golden ratio. So I don't go wild and do 3 wraps here, 4 wraps there. So it's always 1, 2, 3, and 5. Trying to get this to focus a little bit better. I apologize. So now that I got this a little bit longer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to contour it into a nice shape. So I think I'm going to bring this one around. And tuck it like so. And use this little wire here in the back. I'm going to come around to the front. And let's bring it up underneath here. And sometimes I would change it up. I'll see how it works and how it looks. So I always take a break after doing a little bit so that I can take a little while to look at it and see if make sure that everything is actually looking like it's supposed to. I think that looks nice right there. So since I have this extra wire here, I think I'm going to bring this one all the way over. And I'm going to do a couple of one wraps around the same wire on the first one. So I usually do one wraps around it to make it like a coiled look. And then I would do like a single curl, or do something really flourishy around the other wires. And so I still have these two wires that I want to work with here, and this extra wire over this way. Oops, pardon me, I'm trying to look at the piece over the camera. And so what I would do later is I would wrap these two pieces and then probably contour them to fit into this little space up here. This particular piece, there's a lot of negative space, so I want to keep that fresh open look, so everything won't be too tight and too rigid. So I will show you more later. Thanks for watching.